Good evening. Good evening, sir. What are your thoughts on students' mental health issues, sir? Mental health issues.
Mental health issue. Why? Okay. I told you. I said in the beginning that our constitution makes special provisions to take care of what I said, weaker sections of the community. Mental issues is a part of that overall health program that the country has. We have promises in our yeah. These are the 5 promises, paper leaks वगैरह हो गया and manifesto भी है ना manifesto. Yeah. Anyway, you see, mental issues are of various types. Some come out of poverty. Some come out of health issues. Some come out of some derangement in the mind. All these issues have to be tackled in a specific way. If it is related to poverty because of economic, the other day हमने क्या पढ़ा? 2 youngsters died of hunger. Correct? No? 2 youngsters in somewhere in Margao died of hunger. हाँ, पानी भी नहीं मिला उनको, उनके साथ पानी भी नहीं था, खाने के लिए कुछ नहीं था. Why did they remain like that? I'm wondering, I don't know the reasons so far, but something to do with this mental makeup of the child. If you starve, perhaps, if you continue to pray, God will reveal Himself and help you rise. Something like that might have been in their mind. So these issues, you cannot generalize them. But that is why the new education policy, if you look at it, there is a provision there of what is called the guides or consultants, or what has been used for that. Okay? And these special people, they sit in schools, they sit in colleges, and whoever has a problem is sent to that person where he talks. Deep inside, sometimes there are certain issues which, unless the child talks, you don't know. So there are specially trained people who talk to such children, find out what particularly ails that person, and once the cause is known, then you treat that cause. Is that so? That is so simple. So one issue cannot be different from what party thinks or what youngsters think. Is that okay? So as youngsters, that should always be in your mind. 90% marks in your exam, happy? Happy? Somebody says, oh, my boy will become a doctor, so he must get 80% marks. Oh? Never be happy with such marks. Happy with what? Excellence is everything that you are doing. Marks do not matter. Attitude matters. Your thoughts matter. Your outpouring for the weaker sections, those who are not able to come up to your level, that matters. That will make this country great. And, I won't take more time, we've got to rush to some other place. Hi. Who am I now? Candidate? What's the other? Candidate? Candidate, I am contesting this election. Whose behalf? Not your behalf? Yes, I am contesting this parliamentary seat on your behalf. Okay? You are going to elect whom? Hey, my boys. What is this? Come out, it's stern, strong. One statement. किसको चुनेंगे? बोलो. अरे बोलो भाई को. मुझे लोग भाई कहते हैं ना. What is the meaning of it? Brother. I'm not grandfather. Remember that. I'm a brother, right? So, just a few years older than all ages put together. So So I am your elder brother. That's a great feeling, isn't that? Dando, Mataro, Azu, Porto, where you feel ऊपर जाने का टाइम आ गया. नहीं, I'll be walking with you. I'll be walking with you for another century. I'll be walking with you. That is the optimism. समझे ना? That is the optimism. See that in your hearts, you have that optimism. I'll be great, I'll be this, I'll be that. And why not one of you become the Prime Minister of India next in another, let's say 20 years? Hey, do you hear me? You guys back. Do you hear me? If I say one of you will become the Prime Minister of India, would you run away? किधर है? ना बोलो. So we have one at least one aspirant. So that's it. Let's have that strong faith in us and our eyes fixed on the horizon. And on that horizon, क्या रहेगा? On that horizon, please see one thing. परसों मैं एक उर्स में गया था. उस उर्स में जो लड़की गा रही थी ना, उस लड़की ने शुरुआत की, रंग मेरा सेल्फ रंग मेरा हरा. And I was wondering what is she going to say next. She says, I love my red color, I love my green color, but the only thing that I love is my tiranga. समझे ना? I was stunned by that statement she made. Of course, she गा रही थी, गाने में कहा दिया उसने कि तिरंगा मेरा खरा एक्चुअल रंग इस तिरंगा. तिरंगा इज आवर झंडा. करेक्ट ना? इस झंडे की शान, अभिमान, बड़प्पन, जितना कुछ कहना हो, let us see to it that our flag remains flying high. And बोलो मेरे एक साथ, जय हिंद. That we are those Indians, we are those people who shall create a great India, wherein everyone will have equal opportunity, wherein each one of us will get equal justice, nobody will be discriminated. And those of us, for certain historical reasons, have not been able to come up to the same level, we shall give them some specific promises, opportunities. That is why some communities which are very small communities, they were called the minorities. Some communities will have specific languages which are applicable or which are used only by those little communities. So we gave a promise that institutions run by such type of smaller communities will be protected. But our present government is creating such a dissension amongst us that an attempt is made to divide men from men, woman from woman, society from society, faith from faith, caste from caste, and so on and so forth. And allegations are made against our country, our party, that we are the one, because our manifesto speaks about determination of weaker sections of our communities. Based on various factors, we are being now charged that ऐसा एक दिन आएगा अगर कांग्रेस को सत्ता में लाओगे, then your Mangalsutra may be snatched. Have you heard this? Mangalsutra will be snatched. If you die, after you die, your property will be 50% will be taken away. किसने कहा था? And distributed to whom? उन घुसपैठियों को. See the word used. It will be divided, given to उन घुसपैठियों को जिनके घर में 10-10 बच्चे पैदा होते हैं. So you know, the reference is very clear. Reference is very obnoxious statement that any prime minister could ever have made. So therefore beware. Get united. Call yourself. We, Indian, correct? We the Indians will remain steadfast, strong. We will not be bowed down, cowed down by any threats. Alright? And we shall see that this country remains united, that we protect our boundaries, that we study, we get such excellence that we must be able to capture fresh horizons every second, every step. You know, when you want to walk, through a forest or through hills, you see what is called a horizon, and you feel that it's the end of the world. आकाश धरती मिलती है, वहाँ कुछ खत्म नहीं होता. When you reach there, you find that the horizon is still further on. So as youngsters, that should always be in your mind. 90% marks in your exam. Happy? Happy? Somebody says, oh, my boy will become a doctor, so he must get 80% marks. Oh? Never be happy with such small things. Happy with what? Excellence is everything that you are doing. Marks do not matter. Attitude matters. Your thoughts matter. Your outpouring for the weaker sections, those who are not able to come up to your level, that matters. That will make this country great. And, well, I won't take more time because I have to rush to some other place. Hi. Who am I now? Candidate? What's the other? Candy and date? On 26th of November 1949, this country gave to yourself a solemn guarantee and confirmed it on 26th of Jan 1950. Can you tell me what that guarantee is and where do we find it? Anyone? What happened on 26 January 1950? Can you tell me? What is that day known as? Big day? Holiday? Republic Day, isn't it? Republic Day. And from that day onwards, 26 Jan 1950, a certain document became applicable to our country. What is that document? बोलो तो loudly बोलो, क्या भैया? You are right. Constitution of India, is that so? And that constitution, I always call it, that is the most sacred guarantee that we have our MLA from Aldona, Advocate Carlos Ferreira, former Advocate General of Pune, former Additional Solicitor General of India, and there are many things to his credit. So in his presence, I feel awkward a bit to talk about Constitution of India, though I have been the longest of this country. Okay, so I was telling you that the biggest guarantee, and the gist of that guarantees, it's a big list. Gist of those guarantees are found in the first opening chapter of the Constitution, and that opening thing is called what? What is it called? And the national students in India must know this. It's a preamble of our Constitution. What is preamble? Pre, you go on ambling thereafter. Preamble, the very first page you can call it if you want to. And it says, we, the people of India, correct? We means what? Means it includes all of us, no? So we, all of us, people of India, what do we do? On that day we said, we give to ourselves this Constitution which promises that we shall be a sovereign country. Right? अभी विश्वगुरु कहता है ना, ये हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर कहते हैं विश्वगुरु बनाएंगे. अरे विश्वगुरु का प्रॉमिस तो हमने शुरू में ही ले. सॉवरेन, सोशलिस्ट, उसके बाद सेक्युलर आया उसके बारे में. सेक्युलर, socialist, secular, democratic republic. So if this is, and then there are certain promises that we shall give just equal justice to all, equal opportunity to all, brotherhood, fraternity, all sort of things are there. So the moment we read this, it tells us that no matter to which religion we belong to, no matter what faith we belong to, no matter what sex we belong to, we are all bound by one solemn promise that we are those Indians, we are those people who shall create a great India, wherein everyone will have equal opportunity, wherein each one of us will get